Hello everyone, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program with your host Master. Yeah, welcome to the Omega Project. I don't say that enough, I think. I am actually not, this is the first time I've said it, but oh well. So today we are going to tinker around with some new aircraft. We got some new parts in our last episode, built from some science, brought back from the moon. And we are going to send up Kenny Kerman. Kenny. Hehe, Kenny. Off with his head. Wait, what? We're going to try to get him on a suborbital spaceflight around Kerbal. And we're going to try that with aircraft. So, we've built some aircraft before. Let's see at what we did first. So, this is one of the first craft we built. This one design is pretty stable. It is turning fast. That is one thing that might not be good. But I'd like to see if we can do stuff a little better. And the way I'd like to try it is by changing up the air intake. These are ram air intakes. They, wow, air, therein. Yeah, we can see that. These ram air intakes should bring in a lot more air, at least also at high altitudes and high speeds. And these engines normally will cap out around the 200 meters a second. Hopefully with these we can do a lot better. And how are these looking? Oh. Ho ho. These look nice. And these have also air intake? Yes. But these are normal engine intakes. Okay. Well, let's see with these here if we do a little better. But I also needed to do some other stuff, I think, on this craft. Yeah. Well, actually we can change out the landing gear. We now have new landing gear. The normal engines like these. The small landing gear engines, which can retract and is a little better. Can this one steer? Light right, light left. Oh, light color. Okay. But yes, he can steer. Okay, let's have a steer on front. And let's have some steering here on the back as well. Only this one will have the steering locked. This one I think needs invert steering. Okay, and this one will have a little less braking torque than the back wheels. And also because we might crash these planes, I want 2 parachutes. There. These are 2 parachutes. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Air Rescue 2. Let's call it Air Rescue 2. Let's do not have any Kerbals in it. Sorry, Jebediah, you are not up for this mission. And let's see if we can launch this one. Here we are on the launch pad. Oh, my craft is a little down. Oh well. Let's see if this runs a lot better than hopefully the other craft did. Let's look at our air intake here. Air intake 2.0. That is better than it used to be. Okay, let's see if we can pitch up. Okay, we need to go to the end of the runway apparently because I can't lift off. Otherwise, there we go. Full power to the engine. Okay, let's see how fast this one can go on level flight. Oh, it is steering fast. I might need to have some steering capabilities on the front end of the plane to get a lot better. Okay, we are going faster. Are we going through the sound barrier? Are we going faster than 300 with these engines? The air is keeping up. The air intake is still good. Almost. Almost. There we go. Through the 300, through the sound barrier. And we cap off on 308. Okay, well that's a lot better. Okay, let's slow down so we don't break up our craft when we pitch up. And let's see how high we can go with this engine. Okay, performance test 2. We are at 1 or 10 kilometers, which is the normal altitude for normal aircraft to almost stop functioning, or at least have the highest, well, the highest way the engine can perform. But hopefully this engine can do better now. Our air intake is at 0.6, which is not as high as it could be, but hopefully it brings on in a lot of air. We are going not supersonic yet, and I hope we can. We are getting 40 kilonewtons of thrust while we had 100 at the surface. So that's not really good, really not performing well. I might just have needed the other engines. Let's see, let's just let it run for a second. We are slowing or declining our altitude slowly. Yeah, we are getting 145 kilometer or 45 kilonewtons of thrust. And around 270, a little bit faster than with the other intakes, but not as much as we could get. Let's see how fast we can go if we add some other engines. Yeah, we might need the bigger engines as well. At least with this trick we are going for now. And also, how many fuel are we using? We were at half, so around 75. And we've used a quarter of our tank. And okay, we are capped out at 300 meters a second. Just below... oh well, shut down engine. Just below Mach 1. Or, yeah, just below Mach 1. So, okay, this craft is not really performing any better than it was. Let's turn it back. Hey, I did not say you could do that. Come on, aircraft. Okay, I'm floating down. I'm not catching the airstream. Come on, let me point down. And lift. No, no lift yet. Oh well. I'll see how this goes. I'll see you back at base, I guess. And too bad I missed the runway, but at least I've landed. Engage the brakes. Keep it straight. Do not use the parachutes when you don't need to. And we're slowed down enough. Okay. Now it's time for us to steer. And I am steering not good, so I need to do... come on. I want to... there we go. That's the way to do it. Now I can steer. Okay. Let's give a little bit of power to the engines to get us moving to the space center and just in front of the hangar because I can. There we go. "30 kilometers an hour, it's fast enough. Let's see if we can get up this hill. We should be. Easily. Okay, on the runway, need to turn around. Turning down. Do we have a drop? Yeah, we have a small drop. Oh, it's not that bad. And we are back. Okay, our first aircraft back on the landing pad. Without any crashes, without even the parachutes needing to use. And I really thought about it, but we had some parachutes here. And I completely forgot about it. I just put them there. I didn't want them there because they could burn off. Oh well. We are back, at least. There we go, in front of the launch pad. Let's recover this craft. Resume. Recover vessel. We could just have reverted, but we get a 98%. So almost all the money we had used, we got back. So it's not really a big problem. But this craft is not really working. We could try and switch out this engine to a bigger one. Like this one, I guess. The swizzle engine, which has 4 times the power than the small one. This one has, where's the power, where's the power? Thrust 60. This one has 200, which is almost 4 times the power. But I'm not really sure that will help us in any situation. Also, this craft needs a little bit more of a control surfaces on the front. And we just might need some better intake. So we got the WAM air intake, which did well. At least at low altitude. Higher altitude, I'm not really... Well, it gave us more air at least. But we also have, of course, these engines. This is a new engine we have, which comes with some fuel. Let's add it just there. So if we just do something like this, we have an air or a complete engine here. It has some liquid fuel, gives us some air, and, well, just could do the trick if we just put some kind of rocket as payload with it. I'm not really sure I'm going to use that, and not at the moment at least, because, well, when we separate the engines, the other one will be destroyed, and I am not really wanting to do that. If I do that, I need a recovery mod, which I do not have installed at the moment. So this won't really help. We could try and move these wings aside, could try some other stuff, but I think it won't help much yet. So we need more science to have the other engine, and when we have the other engine, we'll try it again. And I do not want to save. So, what do we do in the meantime? Well, I don't really feel like launching some stuff today, so let's just do some stuff we have already in orbit. Like the Minmus outpost. So, this one is go for a rendezvous with Minmus. It has 2 missions set up to do. It has on it a small probe, which is for a probe mission around Minmus. But first, this one needs to get a little closer, and I think from this point we can burn a little down so we get around the horizontal plane, and for that we need to burn towards the south. So let's rotate, so we aim towards the south. And there we go. This one turns a little slower than I thought it would. But oh well. We are there. Almost. There we go. Let's burn a little and see how fast we can get this down. Fast enough. And the horizontal plane should be around there. No, not yet. There. That's better. 11.4 degrees. That sounds like a good plan. Okay. Well, let's get this one closer. We will skip forward in time a lot. I accepted all the missions I wanted to do. Oh, actually, I don't. I just remembered. I need to accept a station mission. Okay, I'm back. Oops. Yeah, if you want to build a new station and you can get paid for it, why not accept a station mission? Okay. So, we are coming close to the Minmus, and around Minmus around this time we have a lot of things to do actually. We have 1, 2, 3 crafts which will rendezvous with the moon or with Minmus in the next 10 days. And also one other thing which we need to do very soon, actually after this craft has landed, is we need to make a craft to launch to Moho, but that will be in the next episode. I won't do that today. So let's just see if we can do this mission here completely. We are now in 2 hours And wow, that deadline is really coming close. I like it. Finally go to another planet. Okay. And a little faster. Oh, let's cancel that one. And plane change. Okay, it looks like we will be going the right direction. And oh, we are going so nice actually. Okay, let me burn towards the planet. Okay, let's look at it. We need to go there to the 270 a little and close our orbit a little so we can ditch this craft and this one can get into a nice orbit it wanted to go in, or it needs to go in. Okay, a little bit of fuel. Let's see, I think this is the best way to look at it. Okay. Closing slowly. And a little more. There we go. Oh, it's inside. Okay, we've done it. Okay, so now this one can release and do its stuff. But I think I will hold on to it until I at least get into an orbit. And now one of the biggest question is, where are we going to land this station? Our mission is land somewhere. Did I put any science equipment on this one? I did not, except for this one. And this one we can do everywhere because we didn't do that already. Did I put anything in here except batteries and a probe? Yeah, I put temperature here. Let's log. Oh, it actually did some science. Well, let's transmit. Open the dish. Transmit the data. And okay, done. And well, okay, there was some science. Now, for this one, I guess we'll just come a little closer. And do we put it anywhere? No, I want to place it as close to the Minmus outpost we already have there. So let's add a maneuver. Close the distance. Whoa. Don't want it that close. And let's do something like this. And from there we see how we can do it. Okay. So we're actually going to do two things. I'm going to slow down to a normal orbit, which is approximately this size. We are going to deploy our satellite and go burn further. So we need to do two things here. And hopefully it will be good. We need to mind us that we don't separate and go up again, because we'll crash into our satellite and we'll just drag it with us, which is not good. And oh well. This will actually be an example for the mission we will be doing to Duna. Duna has a total of 5 crafts attached to it, which will be deployed at separate stages at its orbits. Okay, I can burn around now. The meaning of the craft is to put 2 drones down on Minmus or on Gilly and 2 on the planet, and itself it needs to stay around the around Duna itself. There's some kind of orbital beacon. So that will be a very interesting mission, but it won't be here for at least 300 days, too bad. But oh well. And there we go. 350, which is that one, and this one needs to be around 450. There we go. Okay. Now let's turn this craft around. Put it on the outside. Let's stage. And turn back. Bye bye. You need to do your own stuff. We will be going to Minmus and you won't. You will just stay in orbit. Muhahaha. Okay, here we go. Bye bye. See you later. Well, whoa. That was too much. Oh wow, that was a little slow, a little faster than I expected. But I think Well, actually, we might be good here. I'm going to raise my orbit a little. Just a little. And then we can try to land. Huh. Okay, but first we land on Minmus. We need to put this one into an orbit, and I am just seeing I forgot to include something. Can you spot it? Well, I think it's not that hard to spot. I needed an ability, or I need to have a science or materials bay, a goo container, and an ability to generate power. And hold stability for 10 seconds. I do not have an ability to generate power on this one. So, well, we can deorbit this or just try to get it into the approximate orbit and see if we can get it. We have 2 hours of electric charge left, and we need around 4 hours to get to our destination. And let me just check to see if I really need to generate power. And if it's green, we have that, and if it's not green, we don't have it. Position a satellite, yeah. Stability, materials bay, that. Antenna, generate power. No, we don't. We have the power, but we don't have the other one. Oh, that's too bad. Well, I guess we'll just do something else then. Let's at least test this craft to see if it works. And let's crash this one into Minmus. So, where's my periapps? It should be around 270. This one just can be deleted. Come on, get rid of it. No, or not. Okay, let's go to full power. And this actually has a nice amount of power. Okay, and now it's closing down. Or it's not slowing down, crashing down. Within a few minutes. Well, I guess we can add a nice alert for that. And that will be in 2 hours minus 10 minutes. I want to see it crash. Muhahaha. And wow. Well, actually one thing we can do. We have so much fuel left. We will hit the planet eventually. Let's go as fast as we can. There we go. Crashing down. Let's see how much fuel we have and how fast we can go. It is really a nice test for these kinds of probes, and this engine with this one. We were around the 0 and we can precisely see how much delta V we have in one of these crafts. And wow, we are around 500 meters a second already, so this one has at least a kilometer of delta V inside it. We will burn in a few, or crash then in 3.5 minutes if we get to the 1000. Well, I think we'll get over it. Yep, we're going fast. If we would survive, we would leave Kerbal in orbit in 1 day. Okay, 1.1 kilometer. There's our craft, our other one, which will land instead of crash. 1.4 kilometers, 1.5. Okay, this one has almost around 1.6 kilometers a second, this setup. So, wow, that is a lot of fuel for such a such a small craft. Wow. Well, at least I know around the delta V of my Duna probes, which will be landing on Gilly. They've got around the same amount of fuel like this tank, around 45 units, and the same engine, so I know around the amounts of fuel they have. That's good. Okay, let's crash. "20 seconds. Well, a little less because I've got it time accelerated. 100 kilometers. 60. Okay. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Bam! It destroyed below the planet's surface. Like a glove. Okay. Let's now land something safely. It has crashed. No shit. Well, after complete and successful failure of one of the crafts, apparently this one is doing a lot better. It's coming almost over the location we put an outpost down before. And I wanted to put this one almost next to it, so let me see if we can adjust the orbit to accommodate that. I need to go a little lower, a little more to the south, to come directly over it. Okay, a little further. And there we go. Let's set it as a target actually, that might be handy for other kinds of things. Okay, now the only thing we need to do is slow down, and I think I'm gonna slow down right now to try to crash around here. If I do that, hopefully I can bring myself down, of course, before I do that, but at least I will be landing close. Or at least pass a little lower over my target, because now it would be a long descent. I don't really like long descents. There we go, 100 meters a second, left. And there's the planet. Let's see if we did it right. Let me quick save. There we go. And well, it looks like we did pretty good. Yep, that is really good. It's almost on point. Okay, now I really need to start slowing down actually. There is our target, 22 kilometers out. And let's not burn all the way down. Let's go a little... Let's not destroy our complete horizontal momentum as well. How much time or how much thrust to rate ratio do I have? 22. So I do a suicide burn for around 10 seconds. Okay. Our terrain is lowering and it should go around 0 when we land there. Okay, let's see. I'm coming in fast. I don't really like coming in too fast, but we can do it. We can actually come in fast. Let's put the gear down. And hopefully we come in so close that we can dock with these. I'm not really sure we can. Not at the moment at least. Maybe we can put some stuff in between with Kerbal attachment system so we can. I need to go a little bit now to the other side. Better. No, not close enough. Okay. Okay, 5.4 kilometers out. Let's put myself down. Oh wow, we will be very close. Not pinpoint accuracy, but almost. Well, the planet is around 4,000 kilometers in diameter. Something like that. Coming close within 2 kilometers is very close actually. So, it's not that bad. Okay, let's come a little over. There we go. Now I'd like to try and come down the way I'm supposed to go. Uh-oh, I overshot. Where's my... Uh-oh, I have lost my craft. Lost my reticules. There we go. Okay, that's better. I am turning the wrong ways here. Doesn't matter, we'll be fine. Okay, let's see. I need to come closer, or to get closer, I need to burn here. There we go. Now the only thing I need to do is go down. Okay. This is pretty intense, I have to say. It's pretty difficult. Well, at least the big thing with Minmus is you have so less gravity. You can take a long time. I am now around 1 kilometer out. And I will be closer. I'm going to cut my horizontal to half. Horizontal velocity is around 0. Okay. 30 meters out, or 600 meters out, 30 meters a second. There we go, no horizontal velocity. Now I'm just putting myself down. There we go. Nice and slow. 3 meters a second, 70 meters out. Well, that's too far away for a fuel line. I've tried that before. But it is close enough for a second base. Like a glove. Wow, that was the best landing I've ever done, I think. At least on Minmus. So, we are... how far away? Landers... we can't do that at the moment. Oh well. Let's just look at this. Well, no, we can't. Well, I have to say, within the 60... I think at last thing I saw is 66 meters. I think that is close enough. So, I think with that, this will be the end of this episode. It might be a little shorter than usual. Next time we will build a craft which will be able to go to Moho. Hopefully we can do it in one go. I think we need to review all the craft before we set it off. But we'll see about that. We need around... oh, for an intersection, we need around 3 kilometers a second when we are in orbit. So we need to build a craft with, I think, 9 kilometers a second? Something like that, which is a buttload. Way too many for a normal craft, so we'll see. We need, yeah, around 9 kilometers in a craft from launch, and that is a lot of fuel. But we can do a very light load, so maybe that will work. But I hope to see you all in the next episode where we'll go and attempt that. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please leave a like on it if you did, and I hope to see you on the next episode. Have a good day, everybody. Bye bye. Oh, and of course, we got 205,000 from that. Up to 1.2 million. Nice.